Welcome, guys. How's the body doing today? Good to see all of you here. So the most profound truth is this, is that you and I, we were not actually designed to struggle to achieve our dreams and our desires. When we're struggling and we're trying to achieve our dreams and desires, we're actually going against our DNA, our own unique map of reality. And let me prove this to you, one simple concept, one simple science. Quantum physics. Quantum physics and struggle is incompatible. So if you're struggling to manifest what you want, or if you're struggling to achieve your goals and dreams, it's not about your core being. It's about a program. It's about something that's been instilled in you away from your natural ability to create or generate your reality. Now, let's use quantum physics to show you why it's actually impossible for you to struggle to get what you want. The law of thermodynamics, first law. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Everything that has ever been, will be, is here right now. Quantum entanglement. Researchers, physicists won Nobel Prize for showing that all reality, everything is connected. Okay? Reality is non-local. Means that our physical reality is not objective, it's subjective. It's based on what I think about and what I feel the most. But let me go back to the quantum physics, because that's a very crucial point. So quantum physics says, in a superposition state, which is what a particle, an electron, actually is its natural state. Key word, natural state. A particle, which is me and you are reading from particles. The natural state of a particle is a wave function or a superposition. You know what that means in simple terms? It says your natural state is everything all at once happening. In superposition, every single outcome is taking place. How can you struggle? The outcome that you're successful is right there. The outcome that you're rich is right there. The outcome of your health is right there. You and me are made of particles. So where does struggle come from? It came from the matrix programming through the subconscious mind. And let me show you how to fix it. You see, your mind, there's three parts of the mind. Well, actually more parts of the mind, but let me focus on three parts. Conscious part of the mind, which is what we used to think, logic, correct? The critical divide part of the mind, and the subconscious. But the critical divide doesn't get much love and much play. So let me give it the critical divide some attention and some play right now. That's the reason why you struggle, is the critical divide part of your mind. Most people don't even know they have it. It's called the critical divide. It's called the critical faculty, critical facility. It's called the gatekeeper. But let me tell you about that part of the mind. That part of the mind has been programmed through the matrix to only filter in what you have been exposed to from your entire childhood on up now. The critical divide works like this. I'm going to show you the one language and one mindset and one routine that if you apply this right now, you will move away from struggle into abundance, and you will see the world of quantum physics actually working to manifest your life. That you can do anything. Go manifest a lottery, your business, anything, and you can put this to the test. But let's talk about the critical faculty, the gatekeeper of the mind. Here's how it works. It's a part of the conscious mind. It's a filter. I'm going to make a simple example. Here we go. Let's say you have your inbox and you receive your emails. The critical divide would be like the spam filter. It will only filter out things that it doesn't think you need. So let's say your email, all you get in your email is stuff about lack and fear and news, and you're getting all these emails about the world economy, stock price is low, flooding this country. You're getting all these news coming in your inbox. Okay? That's critical faculty is going to let that in your inbox. Now, let's say there's some other news coming in about how to become rich, how to become successful, how to become vibrant, how to raise your vibration, how to make manifestation work. Your critical divide spam filter is going to spam that out. That's not going to go to your inbox. It's going to go to your spam folder. Why? Because your natural program is about lack. So anything about abundance is going to get filtered into your spam. It's not going to go into your inbox. So that's what the Matrix did. The Matrix programmed us to be in fear and lack. So our critical divide automatically filters. So when someone says, the conscious mind says, I desire to become wealthy and successful, the critical divide says, let me check the filter. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, the critical divide's job is to pass everything to the subconscious. We're going to get to the subconscious. Subconscious is the guy that creates everything, but the subconscious is just chilling, relaxing. He has his bodyguard, the critical divide, to send information in. So, I'm rich, I'm successful. Critical divide says, no, you're not rich or successful, man. Because the reality that you have show you're not rich. That's not going to get into the subconscious to manifest it. That's why we struggle. That's the program that the Matrix has put up. So how do I fix it so that things can work? Okay, I'm going to use another example. You guys are familiar with search engines, right? Critical divide is, okay, let me use the analogy again, because someone asked me, is this the same as the ego? So you have your Gmail account, you have your inbox, then you have your spam filter. The entire Gmail account would be the ego. Your filter, the spam filter, is a part of the ego. The critical divide is a filter. It can't think like your ego does. It just filters. So that's the best example. So let's talk about fixing it and the power of language. All right. The subconscious mind now. Let's do the search engine. So if you go to your search, Google search, whatever search engine, and you type something, you say, hey, how can I become successful? What's the best way to become rich? What's the best way to raise my vibration? How can I become more healthy? How can I make my business be better? Blah, blah, blah. You type in your search engine. Search engine loves, blah, blah, pops up all these answers for you. How to get rich, da, da, da. A question, man. Your subconscious loves question. Not only loves question, it loves to answer questions by making you experience it. But guess what? You know who else loves questions? Your critical divide. Let's run it back. Critical divide. I'm rich, I'm wealthy, I'm successful. No, you're not. Shut up. Here you go again. Hey, why am I rich and successful? Critical divide. I don't know. Let's ask the subconscious. Gets into the subconscious. That's called an affirmation. The questions are your answers, my tribe. That's the missing link. That's why you struggle. Because you do not know how to correctly interpret the language and put it to your conscious, critical, and subconscious mind. That's what the Matrix hid from all of you guys. Yeah, it's that simple. I just broke it down to you. How the mind works. The subconscious loves to answer questions. The critical divide, since it can't answer a question, it has to pass it to the subconscious. So it must automatically let it in. Now here's the thing about the questions. Once it gets into the subconscious, your critical divide is not aware of this. The critical divide is not aware that the subconscious is illogical. So when it passes a question to the subconscious, it just automatically thinks the subconscious is like the conscious mind, where it can think and say, no, it's not. But the subconscious doesn't work like your regular mind does. Your subconscious mind, anytime you put a question, say, why am I rich? Even if you're dirt poor, your subconscious will answer the question to make you rich. It's only one job. Make your question become an answer as a physical reality. So how can you struggle now? Now you don't have to struggle anymore. Now you don't have to chase. I'll repeat it again. Look in the world of quantum physics, my tribe. Everything is mapped out. It's all there. It's just in coordinates. You don't have to force or chase. You just have to tune and align with what's already lined up for you. And the only way you're going to get things to tune and align, you have to go through your consciousness. You have to go through the barriers of the mind. You have to know to use the tools. You have to know to use your conscious mind. You have to know to use a critical divide. You have to know to use a subconscious mind. If you don't know how to play those three systems, you're not going to get what you want. And that's what the Matrix banks on. The Matrix banks on you not learning and knowing how to play those systems. So this is what they do in the beginning. As soon as you pop in the world, they corrupt you with the lack, the fear. So now your ego has a map of reality called fear and lack. Your critical divide also now follows the filter of the ego. Only thing I'm going to let in is anything about lack, struggle, fear, and anxiety. That's what I'm going to push into the subconscious. Anything about abundance and easy to manifest and effortless and not to struggle, I'm going to kick that out and put that in the spam. So that will never get into your inbox, so you can never read it and change your life. Yeah, that's it. That's how it operates. What are you going to do now? Do you comprehend this? Do you see how this works? Do you understand this? You see what's been missing? You see why questions are so powerful when you can use questions? Why they are the new tool to manifest, not affirmations anymore. Affirmations don't work, man. Let me repeat it to you. Affirmations do not work. I'm sorry. If you've been told by spiritual teachers to use this affirmation, how is it going? When's the last time you had success? How many months have you been on it? Nothing changes. Pull all of the people that use affirmations. Pull 1 million people. Let's pull 20 people. Maybe 1 or 2. The affirmations will work. And it's not because affirmations work. It's because they use willpower and they released the resistance and it came in. But pull 20 people and they use affirmations. 15 will work. 5 won't work because the people are inconsistent and they'll follow. It's quite simple because this is how you operate with your brain. Can't refute that. So yeah, you got to get on affirmations. And that is what I teach, and that's what I'm specializing in now, is the correct way to implement affirmations and how to impact your life. But you've just seen a clear example of now you know why you're not built to struggle. The field has it there for you already. All you have to do now is take your attention, put it on what you want, follow it up with a question out loud, have the subconscious critical divide pass it on, and it gets in, and you will see your life change dramatically. See how that works? Excellent. If you're ready to go deeper and actually master manifestation with me, then join my school community. Link in the bio, pinned comments. And this is where you learn the tools and techniques to create the plasticity to change your brain and to manifest everything. See how that works? You see, so many individuals don't know. That's good. See, we have a lot of you guys here. What do you mean by questions? Question. When you ask a question, why do we ask questions? To get answers, right? That's what I mean by a question. When you ask a question to your subconscious mind, you will get an answer. The answer you will get will be a physical experience. You will never get a statement or a how-to or look at it over there. It will put you in the physical reality for you to get what you ask. That's what I mean by a question. So you know, when you hear me say questions are your answers, Good, you guys are catching on. Healing expert says, why do I now have £1 million in my bank account? There you go. You ask that question out daily, 3 times a day, out loud, and you apply visualization, and you let go, you will have £1 million. That's how the field operates. The field is subjective to the observer. Do you know what that means? It's subjective to the observer. Who or what is the observer? Well, you and I are the observer. What does subjective means? It means that the field will conform to what the observer thinks and believes should happen to him or her. So if I'm here and I think I should be wealthy and successful, I'm the observer thinking I should be wealthy and successful. The field also thinks I should be wealthy and successful because it's subjective to me. So the field already knows I'm supposed to be wealthy and successful, but then why am I not wealthy and successful? My subconscious mind is the middleman between taking the raw information from the field and convert it into my physical reality. So hence, the field knows I'm supposed to be wealthy and successful. I say I'm supposed to be wealthy and successful. Where is the evidence? Where's my reality? My subconscious mind didn't get the memo that I should be wealthy and successful. That's where my question comes in. So now when I say, why am I so wealthy and successful? My subconscious mind, the field already generates it. I already accept it. My subconscious mind aligns it, tunes it, and I get to experience it. The trifecta of manifestation. And there it is. Let that sink in. Keep going, and happy manifesting.